Well, lights are broken. Time to go out.
ISO, Indies. Yeah, live free, speak your piece. Stay humble in these streets, yeah. In these streets.
Hi guys, it's John, the non-Korean. I'm gonna be talking with my hands now because of this mask. So, here's an interesting fact about me. I am an introvert. I like spending time all by myself and thinking about life's biggest questions. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, John, you definitely don't look like an introvert. John, you fuckboy material. You fuckboy material, big time. You've got a chain. Couple things. One, don't judge me by my looks. And two, I don't have a chain. I got 2 chains. As much of a shock that is, introverts are pretty much low-key about everything. Introverts can be sociable with other people, they're just really selective about them. And you just give them a bit of soju and they'll open up real easily. Being an introvert can be a little bit tricky in Korea, and especially Seoul, is because people just love to talk. And most often, Koreans are more conservative and reserved for the most part. I end up having to start a lot of the conversation, which I'm not complaining about, it's just it takes a lot more effort for me to do so. I think introverts in Korea might be more judged easily because lots of times when people do talk in Korea, they want you to be more sociable, they want you to be fun, and they just want they want to know about you a lot more, so they're very curious, so they might rush you a little bit. But that's the thing though, introverts don't like to be rushed in a conversation. They want to take their time, they want to make sure that you are the person that they want to open up to. And it's hard for them to talk a lot too, because small talk is something that we don't like to do. And small talk gets tricky speaking in Korean too, because it's a lot of basic questions like, where are you from? How old are you? How tall are you? How heavy are you? Ooh, you shouldn't ask that too much though. And being with a lot of people all day makes us really tired. Alright, it's getting pretty loud here. I think I'm just gonna move somewhere else. Let's talk and ride. Now going out to eat can be a little bit tricky because most of the times when people do, they're always together. And it's really annoying because sometimes I want to eat gogi or meat, except they only serve it to you unless you're with 1 or 2 people. I just want to eat the goddamn meat and not go to a McDonald's when I'm hungry by myself. Another thing that's a little bit tricky with eating out by myself, even if I can, you're still 1 or 2 inches or 3 to 5 centimeters with next to people that are sitting across you, and they're always shouting and talking really loudly. So you get very little peace or quiet whatsoever. Where the hell am I? Ah, shit. How do I get up this? Okay, yes. I'm just gonna put this over here. Yeah, there we go. Wow, look at this park over here. It's so pretty. Cherry blossoms right now. Look. Yay, cherry blossoms. Now, sometimes an introvert can be seen as a mood killer because they don't really like to be around lots of people during social events. For a long time, I went to a lot of parties and I went clubbing in Itaewon or Hongdae like every single week if I could. But then, even though I used to go out, there was one thing I did a lot before going out. Should I go? Should I not go? I don't know. I would hesitate a lot before going out because some part of me wants to be outside, but then at the same time it's like I don't want to be smushed around by like 50 people in one club. Sometimes my friends hit me up in the middle of the night being like, "Hey John, come on out, we're gonna go to Itaewon and go to Fountain." Oh, what? I just woke up. Shit. Come on John, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Come on. So if I finally choose to say, yes, let's go. We're going to go to the club, we're gonna party, but then there's gonna be this one moment where I just suddenly pause and have what I like to call a what the fuck am I doing moment. For some reason, whenever I'm out, I just have this weird introvert what the fuck I'm doing moment where I'm just standing there wondering why I'm outside, why am I partying, what is the point of all of this, am I going to die? If you happen to be an introvert in Korea and your Korean friends or your foreigner friends ask you or hit you up and telling you to go out, you don't have to go. If you want to stay inside during a Friday or Saturday night, it's up to you. If you do want to go out, but then you might feel shy sometimes, just go out with your closest or best friends and they'll stay with you all night. Unless they find a boy or a girl and they're in your butt. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to go inside a cafe somewhere because it's getting really windy and hard to shoot. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more footage of me just going around the block. And then I'll see you inside the cafe. Okay, I was gonna film inside the cafe earlier, but then it got way too noisy in there and also I got really tired. So after resting up a little bit, I'm gonna check out another park and see if it's empty enough for me to shoot there. So let's go check it out. Alright, now here's the big cherry on top. Relationships. If you're an introvert, it can either make or break your relationship. Dating in Korea can be really hard because it's a lot of work to keep a relationship here. And you are going to be tested. So how does this affect me? As an introvert? Well, one thing that's really different from Western dating and Korean dating is texting. Now this was a big shock for me because texting is huge in Korea. We use the popular app called Kakao Talk. It's our instant messaging app, and we have to constantly send texts to each other back and forth throughout the whole day or throughout the entire relationship. I don't like texting. I think that it makes relationships a lot, how should I say it, lazier? Introverts would prefer to talk to people in person when they want to. And getting texts all the time can be a little bit annoying for them. Oh, I just got a message. Yep, that's another. That's another one. That's another one. Another way that being an introvert can affect a relationship is through your expression of your love. And oftentimes, when we're in a relationship or we're with people, we're often uncertain whether we're going to like that person or they will like us. We're very sensitive about it. Worst case scenario, if we don't talk or express our love enough, then the person that we're with is going to leave us. In my experience, I left first. So in the next time you're in a relationship with an introvert, try to get them to open up really slowly and don't push them for that as well, because you want to keep that relationship very nice and tidy. And introverts are going to only open up if they feel safe and comfortable. So if you are a foreigner or a Korean person and you happen to be an introvert, don't feel ashamed of being one. It just means that you are much more comfortable with yourself and you don't have to do things that you don't want to. You don't have to go to parties. You don't have to meet up with friends every single day, like in the TV show Friends, because otherwise you might go insane. Being an introvert just means that you want to pursue your own interests first and work on yourself more. And that is much more important than pursuing other people. If you're an introvert with your friends or your loved ones, try to express your emotions or feelings more carefully and clearly, because people are going to misunderstand you. Because if you happen to do that, you're going to be single and alone for a long time. Unless you want to be. So I took a Myers-Briggs personality test and my results were INFP. So you guys want to know what yours is? Click the link down below and check it out and put in the comments on what your results were. Are you an E or an I or whatever letter? Also, thanks for watching the video and make sure to click like and subscribe, and I will send you more. I will upload a lot more awesome shit for you guys to watch.
Capsule, press play, they pause time for a bit. Smitten, I admit it, could they kick it? I'm in love with the fine print. Scribble type of shit they wouldn't find behind it. Why the suspicious behind the eyelid? Tell a reckless with the clauses. Careful with it cost me. Needed shit forever, but I never ever stop until they put me in the coffin or they off me. Fuck niggas quick to auction, they false print. Always treat the shit with a caution. Hold the 10 toes down for the dogs, you can see the paw print.